Departing runway 16. DME out of service. Runway center line markings faded. Advise on initial contact you have information Victor. Portsmouth Tower information Victor. 1556 Zulu observation.
You hear me okay?
140 at 05. Visibility
Yep.
10. Ceiling 6,500 broken. 20,000 broken. 25,000 broken. Temperature 20. Dew point 11. Altimeter 3021. Pressure altitude -164. Expect visual approach runway 16. Departing runway 16. DME out of service. Runway center line markings faded. Advise on initial contact you have information Victor.
Okay. Information Victor. It's the same weather that we just read on the website. 20.95.
That's 792.
You have a little control
to the vineyard
down off your left side that has a power button on it. If you press that power button, it'll quiet things up.
Jet 792, I have your full route clearance. Advise ready to copy.
Yep, press that.
Jet 792, clear to Martha's Vineyard Airport.
Make it a little quieter.
Vector 2 departure. Vectors SCUP.
Make it a little clearer to hear us.
Direct. Expect 11,000, 11,000, 5 minutes after departure. Squawk 0010.
Roger, we're going to fly the Tanker 2 to SCUP, Marconi. Expect 11,000 in 10 minutes and squawk 0010. How do you spell SCUP, sir?
SCUP is Sierra Charlie Uniform, Papa, and then Lima Foxtrot Victor, and 11,000 5 minutes after departure. Rest of read back correct.
Thank you, sir.
Okay. All right, so kind of get rolling here a little bit. Make sure the brakes work. They do. Porsche's ground RV266 Victor Alpha is November ready to taxi with him.
If these are pedals, which one are brakes?
The tops.
RV266 Victor Alpha, Porsche's ground, runway 16 at Bravo, taxi by November Alpha Bravo.
November Alpha Bravo to 16 Bravo, RV6 Victor Alpha, thanks. Yep, so the whole thing moves for the rudder,
yep.
And then the top white T pivots to create the brake. And each wheel on either side has a brake attached to it. For this airplane, the primary way of steering is with differential braking. So I'm having to use a little bit of brake pressure to get the nose to swing over. Right now we're taxiing down November. We'll take a right on Alpha and then a left on Bravo for runway 16.
Are they retrofitting this vessel?
No, so sometime in July, it had such a hard landing it bent the fuselage.
Oh my God.
So they're repairing it. They've been working on it pretty much non-stop past few weeks. So I'll taxi up here under Bravo, and we're going to do our engine check before takeoff run up. Make sure the engine's running as smooth as it should be.
Right now you are controlling direction by braking.
Yep, primarily using a little bit of brake. Once we have speed though, like we're at 17 knots right now, I just use the pedal. I don't need to use the brake.
Okay.
Because we have enough airflow over the rudder so that I don't have to use any brake. I just kind of...
And the rudder will make you...
Yep. And what happens up here is I'm going to make this left turn, and I'm probably going to run out of rudder, so in which case then I'll use my brake. I'm going to go full left rudder. There's full left. Now I'm not quite making the turn, so I'm just using a little bit of brake. Accelerate throttle so we don't slow down. Then I start taking it out.
Got it.
Go full right to get it back lined up. And we're going to spin it around and put it in the wind.
So rudder whenever you can versus brake?
Yes. Yeah, you always want to use rudder before using the brake. But it's pretty much guaranteed if you're below like 15 knots, you're going to need to use some brake. Okay.
I have to ask what a spark pin is.
So the spar pin is it's the pin just behind your waist, and it's a pin that goes up through a hole, and that's what's locking the wing into place.
Okay.
And so if that wasn't locked in, that would light up red and make it so we can't start the engine. Okay.
Okay, so there's all your radar.
Yep. So it shows traffic, obstacles, airspace, the terrain. It also shows weather. So it's got pretty much everything that we could possibly need on here. There's the runway there. That's where we're holding short. Okay, I'm just going to check my flight controls here. This should have full freedom of movement all the way around. Everything should move. And fuel is on, ignition's both on. I'm going to bring the throttle up to 4,000. I'm looking here for my RPM. About 4,000. I turn off the ignitions one at a time to verify it runs smoothly on each one independently. Does.
Like a backup?
Yep. And we turn our landing light on, make sure there's not too much of a discharge through our battery amps. It's not, so it was only a 1 amp discharge. We pull it back to idle because everything's in the green. That's it.
What are these levels?
So that's cylinder head temperatures.
Yep.
And then exhaust gas temperature.
Okay.
And then this is the elevator trim over here, which is adjusted by this. All right. So I'll do the takeoff and landing. Once we get to a safe altitude, I'll transfer the controls to you, and you'll be able to fly. Like I said, we're going to go out, and you're going to get a view of that whale if it's still there. I'm going to have you circle around the whale and get a nice view of it. Watch it feed, because that's what it's doing. And it'll be fun. At any point you have questions, concerns, just let me know and I'll address them if I can. And get rolling. Portsmouth Tower, V266 Victor Alpha, holding short 16 Bravo for departure to the south.
Every 266 Victor Alpha, Portsmouth Tower, hold short over 916 at Bravo for landing traffic.
Holding short 16 Bravo, RV6 Victor Alpha. We got someone coming in to land. Okay, it's all the way down there.
So on a cold day in November, close your vents off and you do have heat.
Yep. And it's pretty toasty. You know, we fly all the way through the winter. So even on those days where it was like 2 degrees outside, I was still in here. And it's I usually just wear long pants, a light long sleeve shirt, and then a fleece, and I'll be fine. Can't really wear anything too bulky. You know, there's not really a whole lot of space in here. So I got to keep mostly thin layers.
Kronos 47, go miss.
Kronos 47, roger, contact Boston 125.05.
Okay, over to
There's
Boston.
our speed here, direction, altitude. And this will be a synthetic vision, so you can see the runway right here. That'll show the coastline, obstacles, airports.
So that's basically the runway.
This gray right here is the runway.
Okay.
It's right there in front of us.
And what are these indications here?
That's for your bank.
266 Victor Alpha,
Banking.
southbound departure approved, 916 at Bravo, wind 0904, clear for takeoff, traffic, a helicopter on 8 mile final.
Clear for takeoff, 16 Bravo, southbound approved, RV6 Victor Alpha, thanks.
And helicopter 70 Charlie, traffic will be an RV departing at Bravo prior to departure.
Looking for traffic, 70 Charlie. Traffic inside, 70 Charlie.
Roger.
do make you go all the way to the end to take off?
No, because we didn't go all the way to the end.
Okay.
We only used 4,000 feet. That's all we need. Everything's in the green. We'll lift the nose up. Away we go.
Wow.
Doesn't take much.
That's an awful light plane to take off that fast.
Yep.
Airspeed?
Yep. So right now I'm transitioning to a cruise climb, which is about 85 knots. The initial climb is 75 knots. Bring it back to about 4,800.
Helicopter 70 Charlie, right close, traffic is approved.
Right close traffic, helicopter 8270 Charlie.
We'll go up to about 1,500. Turn our landing light off. Everything's running in the green. It'll be a little bit smoother once we get over the water, but you are free to take it if you'd like. And
Yeah, this is going to give me control of up and down.
And left and right. Yep, and take it with your left hand though, because your right hand's your throttle hand.
Okay.
All right, so it's all yours. So you're just going to fly straight up to the coast, and we'll kind of make a right turn, follow the coast once we get over the water. So we do have some traffic around Hampton Airfield, so we just won't get too close.
100 at 4, clear for the option.
Clear up the option, runway 16, helicopter 8270 Charlie.
There's some pretty good resistance on the foot pedals, that's interesting.
Appears to be moving over Hampton at 1,000 feet.
All right, we got them on the screen, we'll keep an eye out. 6 Victor Alpha, thanks. Yeah, the feeder, everything with this airplane is very sensitive. It makes it very easy to fly. So he just gave us a warning of traffic.
Can you see him?
I don't see them yet, but they're on our screen, so we're just avoiding the area altogether. They're probably in the pattern.
Where do you see it on your screen?
Right here.
All right, we're at 1460.
Okay, so we're just going to hold right around 1,500. Just cruise out right over the water. Like I said, once we get over the water, it should be a little smoother.
Every 6 Victor Alpha, traffic appears to be inbound to Hampton 900 feet at your 2 o'clock now, 2 miles frequency change approved.
Alright, frequency change approved, we'll keep an eye out for all the traffic. 6 Victor Alpha, thanks. Now we'll tune to Hampton just so we can hear what's going on.
Go to Hampton.
He's making a base leg turn for runway 2, so he's not really a factor to us.
Traffic, Sky turn at final 02 Hampton.
As a bird just zipped by. This is Northampton here.
Right. Abnaki.
Yep. Do you live in the area?
Yeah, Portsmouth.
Okay.
I like it by the Golden Egg.
Okay.
Crosstown traffic, Saratoga is on a 6 mile final, runway 7, Crosstown.
Runway 15, Fox.
Carl and traffic.
traffic. A Bonanza 5 Golf Whiskey is 6 miles to the northwest at 2,800 inbound for landing control.
So it's pretty much like anything. Don't over-exaggerate anything.
Yep.
Foot pedals, anything.
Right. Yeah, the feet are pretty sensitive, so, and in the air you really don't need them a whole lot. Just bring the nose up just a little bit, just so we can hold our altitude. And I can still see the whale, so I think he just jumped out of the water.
Halfway up the sandy beach there.
Yep. That's where he was earlier, so I'm only assuming.
Charlie, right close traffic is for plan to be in front of a Pilatus on a 1-3 mile final.
Oh, Hampton Beach.
Right, that's for
Hampton here.
8270 Charlie.
Not very crowded anymore.
Yeah, really.
So we got traffic that's going to be passing over top of us. They're in sight.
Yep. You saw that way before it was ever there.
Yep, yeah, I saw him when he was out around Plum Island. And then I just keep an eye out for him as we approach.
There's no beep beep beeps. It's all audio, it's all visual.
Right. If we get really close, it'll say traffic. But we have to be pretty close.
Clear to land runway 16 remain north of Bravo, 8270 Charlie.
Looks like a Fairchild. Alright, and I'll see if I can spot the whale. And then I'll have you have you circle over him.
The option to stay in the pattern.
Kronos 47, Portsmouth Tower, continue inbound, be following helicopter traffic, short right base.
Enhance the traffic.
Hartnett State, Springfield, traffic, citation 502 Quebec Sierra. We're about 20 miles to the east, planning left downwind, overhead left downwind for runway 5, traffic there, please advise. Traffic, Kronos 130.
Southbound traffic, Saratoga on 1 mile final, runway 7, traffic.
Helicopter 17 Charlie, runway 16 cleared for the option now. And they request minimal time on the runway for Pilatus traffic, 4 miles in trail.
Alright, make like a right 180.
Land runway 8270 Charlie.
We're all clear, no traffic. But he was right here in that dark line of, this is all fish right here. That dark line's all fish. So he was right in that. You go a little bit steeper to the right. There you go. See if we can find him.
That's all fish, you think?
Yeah, this is all fish right here. That's what he was just swimming through, and it's cool because when he starts approaching it, you can see it just start spreading open.
Tower Kronos,
he was up here earlier.
Kronos 130, left.
Oh, that's blackfish?
Yeah.
Any contact loss, unfortunately.
Yeah, it's all fish.
Or departure Kronos 130, thanks.
Kronos 47, the helicopter traffic is now on the runway. Check was on runway 16 to 1106. Cleared for the
I think he's right up here.
The option, Kronos 47 on the go. What direction would you like us to go?
Kronos 47 on the go, you can make right close traffic.
Right close traffic for Kronos 47, we'll plan squawk and VFR on the go.
Copy.
70 Charlie, let's go.
70 Charlie, roger, make left close traffic for runway 16.
Left traffic, 70 Charlie.
Alright, bring it around to the right again. He was right down in here. A little less sun, so it's going to be harder to see.
Wow, it's amazing. That's bait fish or fish.
Yep.
He was in that close. Wow.
Yep. Yeah, then that's what, that's what's bringing the whales in.
Great 27 here, Charlie. Number 2 following Plata, short final, runway 16.
Number 2 behind the Plata, traffic inside 72 Charlie.
Oh, we just got to find the whale. Yeah, this is Salisbury Beach right here.
In Newport Harbor up there?
Yep, Newburyport.
Newburyport.
From 2-1 on Everbirds. Foot 2-1. Anyway. 4471 Golf November, information Victor, requesting flight pattern.
Alright, now what you can do, make like a right 180, or a left 180, sorry, left 180.
Update hold short of Alpha, November, helicopter 4471 Golf.
We'll get the beach on your side.
Now when you're turning, should you try to keep your...
47 is going around.
So just pull it up a little bit.
Yeah.
So when you go into a turn, you lose a little bit of lift.
Nice.
So you have to have a little bit of back pressure to compensate for that loss of lift.
Helicopter 4471 Golf, taxiway Alpha, beam November 1120 at 5, clear for takeoff. Helicopter 4471 Golf, and you can expect left close traffic.
70 Charlie on the left base.
Helicopter 8270 Charlie, trickles down, runway 16, wind 120 at 5, clear for the option.
Clear for the option 16, 8270 Charlie. Springfield traffic, citation 502, Quebec Sierra is a 7-mile final for runway 5. Springfield traffic in the air, please advise.
Well, he moved on.
They may have. I thought he might have been up where all the splashing is, but can't tell.
47 number 2 following Robinson helicopter short left base, runway 16 option.
They're not the easiest creatures to find.
Looking for the traffic, Chronos 47, and just confirm.
Actually, I think I just saw him. Go a little bit to the left.
Chronos 47, number 2 trickles down, runway 16, wind 110 at 5, clear for the option.
All right, go straight.
That's the option 16, Chronos.
A little more left.
47, and we'll plan a full stop.
Roger, Chronos 47, the helicopter traffic is just over the numbers descending now.
Let's slow it down just a little bit here. Just fly straight. I just want to see if I can find him first. I just saw a, what looks like a spout.
Helicopter 8270 Charlie, available minimal time on your option. There'll be a Pilatus making a short base.
Minimal time, 70 Charlie.
Alright, make a right turn. Goes right down in here. A little steeper. Where'd he go? Once they get to the deeper water, it's a lot harder to find them.
They're going down and then coming up.
Yep.
Helicopter 8270 Charlie, right close traffic is approved.
Right traffic, 72 Charlie.
Yeah, so all this is all fish. All that
Wow.
darkness. All bait fish.
No wonder he over here.
Yep. Yeah, I've been getting some good pictures and videos the past couple of days.
Model 21 minimum.
Okay, just drop the nose a little bit. And just bring it around to the left now.
Number 2, following Pilatus, right base, runway 34, full stop.
And just keep the nose up.
There
you go.
Helicopter 447.
Little less bank.
Number 3, following Robinson helicopter.
Little less bank.
Still downwind.
Just go to the right.
Runway 16.
Okay, bring it up.
Number 3, Robinson.
And go back to the left. I just want to kind of put you like at an angle, 20 degrees off the beach. You wouldn't think they would leave if they had if the food was still here.
Hampton traffic, Skyhawk 5178 Romeo is going to line up and wait on runway 02. Hampton traffic.
And the water's kind of choppy too, so that doesn't help.
Number 608 Charlie Tango, Portia Tower, hold short of runway 16 at Charlie.
All right, just give me a left 360.
Roger. Cars 47, left turn taxiway Bravo, contact ground off.
There you go. Just a little shallower. Take some bank out. Keep the nose up a little higher.
360 at the airport.
Because if you go too steep, it really drops out.
Too much of a bank, yeah.
Yeah, so you don't want to go too much. Just keep bringing it around.
Hampton traffic, 78 Romeo will be boarding takeoff midfield.
I can't believe he moved out this fast. He was still quite content when we left him.
Inman traffic, Skyhawk 6835 Hotel 5 miles to the north. We're going to be entering a 45 left downwind for
Hey Dennis, this is 78 Romeo. I've got a problem with this window that won't stay shut, so I'm going to just bear off to my right here, okay? Okay, thanks.
Well, we did a good effort here, back and forth. Are you okay at 800 feet?
Yeah, this is fine. You can just make a, just do a shallow right 180.
One traffic, 70 Charlie.
And we'll go back down towards Newburyport. We'll fly over Newburyport. That's a nice, pretty town.
Charlie, number 2 following a Robinson helicopter just entering the left midfield downwind, runway 16.
Traffic inside 70 Charlie, number 2.
If he left, you'd think we'd see a spout once in a while.
Yeah, that's what I'm just looking for.
At Charlie, wind 0804, cliff.
Especially because he just fed, so he's probably pretty close to the surface.
Hey, Charlie Tango,
He doesn't really have much of a need to dive for food.
Boy, this is like driving a go-kart. No, it's just so easy.
It is.
Jeez.
It is very easy.
Clear for the option 16, look up to 4471.
It really is a joy to fly.
But private pilots don't buy this kind of plane to go fly it recreationally. It's just more of a trainer.
It's actually. It was actually built in the purpose that it was, for people to buy for fun. They just happen to be good trainers.
Helicopter 8270, Charlie, number 2, check wheels down, runway 16, wind 070 at 5, clear for the option.
Clear for the option number 2, 70 Charlie.
And, throttle's controlling our speed, so 85 is three-quarter speed.
Yep, yeah, and we're burning about 3.7 gallons at that speed.
608 Charlie Tango.
So we're not going too fast, but we're also not burning any gas, so we can stay up here for a while at this speed.
What's the fuel tank capacity?
20.
20.
Yep.
Minuteman traffic, 35 hotels left downwind, runway 3, Minuteman.
Fuel tank level is where?
Right here, 14.
14.
Yep. They usually don't top it off. They'll usually just fill it up to the top of the tank. So not all the fuel that we use is just in the tank. It goes up the tube as well. they usually just fill it to the top of the tank. We don't, unless if I ask for it, they won't completely top it off. So they usually give us 14 to 16 gallons each time I call for fuel.
So, you know, all the flap control, that's just one trim up, one down, that's it. There's no adjustments?
Nope, so we have a flap handle down here.
Yep.
But that's, other than that, and the trim, you know, that's pretty much it.
4471 Golf, traffic is helicopter just approaching the threshold, if you could just expedite.
You just kind of fly right up the river. Plum Island Airport straight ahead off, just to the left.
Turn left base, runway 3, Minuteman.
Portion Tower Pack 81, short of 16 at Alpha departure.
Pack 81 Heavy, Portion Tower, runway 16.
Just kind of go right up the river here. Just bring the nose up just a tad, just so we can get back up to 800.
Helicopter 4471 Golf, left close traffic approved.
Left close, 4471 Golf.
Minuteman traffic, stock 35 hotels, final for 3, Minuteman.
As soon as we get inland, it starts getting a little bumpy.
Helicopter 8270 Charlie, left close traffic approved as well, following the Robinson helicopter left crosswind.
Left traffic, Brian, company traffic, 70 Charlie, and traffic sight.
Pack 81 Heavy, runway 16, wind.
This is Newburyport.
Clear for takeoff, traffic to Robinson helicopter turning left crosswind.
Well, I've been to a couple of those restaurants down there on the water.
Yep. It's a really pretty town.
Merrimack River, I guess, goes out.
Yep.
Way out.
Yep, and that goes into Amesbury and then through Lawrence.
4 mile final, 805 up to.
You can kind of make a shallow left turn around the city, around downtown.
Helicopter 4471 Golf, make a right 360 at approach end. You'll fall in behind the company traffic at your 6 o'clock.
Roger, right 360, helicopter 4471 Golf.
Helicopter 8270 Charlie, number 2, following King Air, 5 mile final. Caution wake turbulence.
Number 2 behind the King Air, caution light turbulence, 70 Charlie, looking for traffic.
Hey, just gonna go right back out the river.
King Air 805 Alpha Hotel, circles down, runway 16, wind 100 at 5, middle landing, correct and clear for the option, you're number 1.
Clear for the option 5 Alpha Hotel.
Pack 81 Heavy, contact Boston, or correction, yep, contact Boston departures, yeah.
Pack A1, 125050.
Freiburg traffic, flight at 367 Alpha Foxtrot. It's on the RNAV 32, Freiburg.
We got traffic coming up off our left. I got them in sight, just above the wing.
Got it.
Up there.
And you saw it here first.
Yeah.
8270 Charlie, send that.
Did you say again for 70 Charlie?
Negative, you have the traffic in sight, 3 mile final.
No, I was trying to avoid that bird, still searching 70 Charlie.
Helicopter 71 Golf, use caution for Red Bald Eagle. 1,000 feet.
Minuteman traffic from 396 Ford X-ray, left downwind for runway 3, Minuteman.
Traffic on final on site.
Helicopter 8270 Charlie, base discretion, number 2, check wheels down, runway 16, wind 110 at 4, clear for the option.
Clear for the option, 16, number 2, 70 Charlie.
Helicopter 4471 Golf, you have the traffic 12 o'clock in sight, you're following?
Traffic in sight, 4471 Golf.
Helicopter 4471 Golf, roger, number 3, check.
Freiburg traffic, flight at 367 Alpha Foxtrot. 10 mile final, 32. Freiburg.
Minuteman traffic Centurion 96 forward, X-ray left base for runway 3, Minuteman.
It's a really pretty day.
Boy, what a beautiful estuary. I never even knew it existed.
Yeah. It's really just a great area to fly around. There's just so much to see, and you can be in the mountains in 20 minutes, and you know, just a beautiful area.
Minuteman traffic Centurion 96. 0 left traffic, Camden.
I suppose the only thing I'd be nervous about would be turbulence, you know?
Yeah.
Rocking and rolling, and
Right.
then you got to land too.
Right. So yeah.
With a side wind, maybe.
Yep. Yeah. So during the winter, most of the time it is a crosswind. If the winds are more than 20 knots, we don't fly. 20 knots is even, you know, a lot, but it's manageable.
King Air 5 Alpha Hotel, contact force of GCA 127.05, see you later.
705, see you in a bit.
That's a bummer that he's gone already. Ryan hasn't even seen the whale, so on my hour break I was going to come out and bring him out here. But there's nothing to be seen anymore.
Freiburg, flight at 367 Alpha Foxtrot, 5 mile final, 32, low approach only. Freiburg.
I'll have you do one more pass a little bit higher and I'll look down and see, but I haven't seen any signs of them yet.
You do,
Helicopter 8270 Charlie.
make a right turn and go up?
Go to the left, kind of go right towards the power plant there, and then make like a right 270 and be over the beach so that I can look down into the water. And then, you know, being a little bit higher, it might be easier to spot them. But the crowd on the beach is also gone, so he might have just went back out to sea. Now go around to the right and do a right turn and go up the beach. They're going to kind of whip it around 270 and go that way.
Helicopter 270 Charlie, you can taxi November this frequency.
Taxi in the 270 Charlie.
Guess it's not every day you see a whale, you know?
No. So just kind of go out over the water a little bit. Oh, I think I just saw him actually. Alright, so there's also an airplane right over where he is. So go right. I want to see the airplane first. Yeah, just keep going out there. Okay, he's down low. The other airplane. So,
thank you.
So the whale is actually just to the right of where that
Roughest is?
Yeah, the rough water was. I'm almost certain I just saw the spout.
Traffic.
Got him in sight.
Yeah, traffic, Skyhawk 2, Mike Lima, down.
And it could have been a splash of a wave, but I don't know. Okay, was that him? Alright, let me take it real quick. I'm going to go see if I can get right over top. Okay, so that's him right there. So see the dark matter?
I see him, I see him.
Right there, yep.
He just came up.
Yep. So he's still here.
Wow, he's close too.
Yeah. So what I'll do is I'll bring him around I'll bring it down low and get him on your left side. And you'll get a good look of him. I'll get nice and low right over top of him. That was almost the same exact spot we left him, so surprised we didn't see him the first pass. I was looking in that area with the rough water too. I was like, it doesn't really look like it. But he's going into this dark, deeper water here, but there's another big group of fish. And so you'll be able to watch him feed. And what he does is he goes underneath, and you'll see all the fish start jumping, and then he'll jump out of the water with his mouth open. So he's going to be straight out here. So he's deep underwater now, so he might pop up. Just watch for the fish to start jumping. So it's right in this darkness, right here in front of the wing. See it all jumping? He's about to come up.
Helicopter 71 Golf check was down runway 16 when 090 at 4.
There he goes.
Got it.
With the option 16 minimal time, helicopter.
Wow.
That's not something you see every day.
He schools them kind of, and then.
Hampton Unicom to 2 Mike Lima.
Go ahead.
We're using runway 2 to the north right now.
Sounds good to me. I'm following the cook.
This is Baron 500 Golf Mike, over.
Baron 500 Golf.
He'll come up again.
Yep.
Yes, sir. We're showing 12
Hey, he's about to come up right now.
Inbound to Portsmouth, and we have information.
Wow, look at that.
Yeah.
There you go.
Sierra Golf Mike, Roger. Proceed westbound and report training a 6 mile final for sequencing. We're following a Cherokee on a 6 mile final for runway 16.
I usually don't disappoint with finding the whales. I want to do that one last pass. Wasn't going to give up that easy. He just went down a little bit again.
Amazing how big his friggin' mouth is.
I know it. It's so cool.
Whiskey's Colonel 3020.
Where did he go? Up. So he's actually right on the wingtip. Just
right
came
there.
up.
Yeah. Think it's a humpback?
Yeah, it is. Yep. You can tell by the white pectoral fins.
Portsmouth Tower, Supercut 4890.
Might come up again. He's heading back into the group.
Still using 20. I'm going to follow suit.
90 Pop report Sanderson inside. On frequency.
Yeah, 90 Pop car. We'll report Sanderson inside.
792 taxi up to and hold short of 1916 at Charlie.
Lost sight of him. He must be down underneath it or something, because I don't see him.
Next at Helicopter 7 Golf, make right close traffic.
He's a little bit deeper water than he was last time. Oh, there he is. He just came out on the top there, I think. Yep, you can see his fins there. Okay, he's about to jump again. There he goes.
Charlie, exit 790, we'll do it.
That's pretty awesome. Pretty awesome.
I've seen that only in Cabo San Luca where they herd him up and they...
Yep.
And 4 mile final now.
4 miles final, 0 Golf Mike.
Pretty cool. I'm glad we were able to find that. You can see that. That's, that's not a view you get too often.
Is this adjustable or only up or down?
So it adjusts to this. So if I go down, it's going to bring the nose down.
Right.
If I bring it up, it'll bring the nose back up. It's just moving a tab that's on the tail.
Just if you want to keep a level flight.
Yep. Yep. All right, you can go ahead and take it back.
71 Golf, once you get to the approach end, make left 360, be number 3 in the field.
Roger, left.
So he was actually jumping out of the water a lot more than he was on the last flight. It was like maybe every 3 or 4 minutes he was jumping out of the water, but just then he was doing it like every minute.
Exact 7092, contact Boston Fire Talk today.
Good day, sir, 792.
Baron 2 Golf Mike, the traffic now is on a mile final.
I'm going to make, gonna grab Ryan when I'm done with you and go out with him real quick, and I'm going to grab my camera too. I got a big lens on my camera.
Nice.
So I'm hoping I can get right down into his mouth. We shall see.
Advise on initial contact, you have information whiskey. Portsmouth Tower information whiskey. 1656 Zulu observation. Wind 090 at 03. Visibility 10. Few clouds 6,500. Ceiling 19,000 broken. 25,000 overcast. Temperature 20.
So how many thousand hours you got on flights?
A little more than 3,000.
Yeah.
Pressure altitude -155.
And what kind of planes are you qualified in?
Anything single engine below 12,500 pounds.
Runway center line markings faded. Advise on initial contact, you have
So
information.
if you had the 175, you don't have to get qualified in that plane. You just,
Yep, as long as it's a single engine and it, meets whatever criteria that you're licensed for, you don't need additional training in it.
Helicopter 4471 Golf, the traffic following is now 2 mile final, Baron.
Even though the flap is different than the controls, you just learn it.
Yep. Alright, so you can kind of go right towards the airport there. I'm going to go ahead and call him up. Portsmouth Tower, V266 Victor Alpha is 8 to the south, inbound whiskey, full stop.
RV266 Victor Alpha, Portsmouth Tower, report right midfield downwind runway 16, traffic is a Baron, correction, Cherokee departing runway 16.
Alright, right midfield down runway 16, we'll keep an eye out for the Cherokee RV6 Victor Alpha.
RV266 Victor Alpha, ident for me. RV266 Victor Alpha, roger, thank you.
Helicopter 4471 Golf, turning right base, request the option.
Helicopter 4471 Golf, check was down, runway 16, wind 100 at 4, click the option.
Click the option, helicopter 4471 Golf.
I guess you probably weren't expecting him that close to the shore.
RV266
Definitely not.
Just off your left side, less than a mile, northbound, altitude indicates 900 feet.
We're looking 6 Victor Alpha. It looks like he's going into Hampton.
900 feet, do you see him?
Roger. Do you see the Cherokee departing runway? He's about a mile off the departure end for 16.
I'm still looking for him, 6 Victor Alpha.
Tower Kinger 805 Alpha Tel, practice approach ILS 16.
Let's go a little bit to the left here.
Charlie, contact ground.
Delta Flight, roger that.
Let's go right towards the edge of the water.
I'm sorry, I turned left at Bravo.
There you go, just hold that right there.
Yeah, because we're going to be landing heading east.
Yep. Yeah, we're looking for traffic right now.
Tower Kinger 805 Alpha Tel, ILS 16.
Okay, I got him in sight.
805 Alpha Hotel, Portsmouth Tower.
Go a little bit to the right now. Just climbing through the horizon there.
Helicopter 4471 Golf Tower, call you to go.
Roger, we'll wait for your call, 4471 Golf.
I think Victor Alpha has the Cherokee in sight, we'll be well below him.
266 Victor Alpha, roger, thank you. Helicopter 4471 Golf, you can depart on your discretion.
Roger, 4471 Golf.
King Air 805 Alpha Hotel, check was down, runway 16, wind 120 at 3, cleared for the option.
Script the option 165 Alpha.
Alright, just bring the nose up a little bit now. So we're going to level off at about 1,000. Definitely a bumpier inland.
Helicopter 4471 Golf, left close, traffic approved.
Left close, 4471 Golf.
RV266 Victor Alpha, number 2, following the King Air, 3 mile final option.
Looking for the King Air, 6 Victor Alpha. I got traffic in sight, 6 Victor Alpha.
Helicopter 4471 Golf, you'll be number 3, following an RV, right departure and downwind.
Ears popping?
A couple.
Bring the nose up just a little bit more. Go.
You're trying to come in, you move from 1,000 to 700, and then do a bank and just gradually come down.
Yep.
700 is what you'd like to be on an approach?
Yeah, turning about base turn will be about 700. 6 Victor Alpha is midfield with the King Air in sight.
RV266 Victor Alpha, trickles down, runway 16, wind calm, clear to land.
Clear to land, runway 16, 6 Victor Alpha. Can we get Bravo?
Affirmative.
Alright, I'll go ahead and take it here. Bring us in for a landing. I got it.
Number 50 Hotel, contact Portsmouth GCA 127.05.
2705, 5 Alpha.
So since we exit further down the runway, we don't land at the very beginning.
Roger, number 2, check wheels down, runway 16, wind calm, cleared for the option. They will be exiting taxiway Bravo.
Otherwise, we got like a mile to roll.
Helicopter 71 Golf, Roger.
Right in this area, there's always like a bald eagle circling around, so you got to watch out for him too.
Portsmouth Tower, Cessna 73898 inbound for touch and go.
Cessna 73898, Portsmouth Tower, report a 4 mile left base, runway 16. You'll be following you'll be following a Robinson helicopter approaching left base.
Report left base for runway 16, Cessna 898.
Okay, now I'll put a flap in. A little bit of a slip. This helps us lose altitude real quick.
Flap does?
The slip that I'm doing right now.
Oh, the slip.
Yep. And I can take the slip out, get it back over the center line. The flap helps with keeping the speed under control.
Helicopter.
And the slip you did by your rudders?
Yep, rudder away from the wind and then stick into the wind.
4471 Golf, taxiway Alpha, beam Delta, wind 080 at 5, clear to land.
Clear to land, Alpha Delta, helicopter 4471 Golf.
RV266 Victor Alpha, left turn Bravo, ground one off, have a good one.
Left turn Bravo to the ground, 6 drops you up. Portsmouth ground, RV266 Victor Alpha, clear of 16 Bravo, back November.
RV266 Victor Alpha, Portsmouth ground, taxi to parking by Alpha November.
Taxi parking, Alpha November, RV6 Victor Alpha, thanks. Alright. That was fun.
Very good fun. Plus the whale, plus
yeah,
flying, plus...
everything. I mean, that was so many cool things at once. I was glad we were able to find them again. That's just not something you see every day.
So I know the turboprops, the Pilatus, but what is the jet ones?
So those are Beechcraft 400As. They're called Beach Jets.
This is part of a shared...
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're a fractional ownership company. Sort of like having a timeshare in an airplane.
Yep. And what do you think they have to do structurally to that thing?
I don't know.
Wow.
I assume they're probably going to cut some pieces out and put some new ones in. I mean, it was like creased, like you could see it. It was bad.
And all these hangars actually do have people's jets and planes in them?
Yep.